I'm a fan of the Hyundai Veloster Turbo. It's quick, fun to drive, practical and funky looking for less than 32 grand. But what if Hyundai made it more hardcore? Extra power, better handling, more thrills? Well, Hyundai Australia have decided to answer that question with these: the Veloster-Raptor and the Veloster Race Concept. Both of these Veloster SR Turbos have been extensively modified to investigate the performance potential. The Raptor has a retuned ECU, boosting power 30% to around 195 kilowatts and torque 20% to 318 Newton meters, using the stock internals. Putting this extra grunt to the road is a 6-speed manual teamed with a Quaife limited slip diff. High-performance dampers and progressive rate King springs sharpen up the handling. Performance brake discs and pads round out the major changes for this more potent Veloster. The Veloster Race Concept is a stripped-out track version of the Raptor, with even more go-fast bits and a curb weight of just 1,200 kilos. The Quaife makes way for a Cusco LSD, and the stoppers are further improved with Alcon 4-pot calipers up front and 2 pots at the rear. 4-way adjustable suspension and a full CAMS approved roll cage make it ready for any race day. But let's kick things off with the Veloster-Raptor. Right from the get-go, you can feel that extra 30% of power and 20% of torque. It turns this Veloster SR Turbo from a warm hatch into a hot hatch. To harness all this new power, they've also beefed up the suspension with performance dampers and springs, and I tell you what, it's worked. This car now goes around corners much better than the standard car. And the limited slip diff pulls the car out of corners really nicely, and the brakes will last a lot longer before they start to fade. And there's a whole bunch of other go-fast bits that they've added to this car too. The best bit is the throaty exhaust. You couldn't hear it on the road car, but you can now. One of the real disappointments on the standard Veloster SR Turbo are the hand-cooked tyres. Now, this tune car is supposed to get Pirelli P0 rubber, but unfortunately, Chris Atkinson had too much fun yesterday and wore them out. But this is the full-blown Veloster SR Racer Concept. It's got everything. In fact, it's fully compliant with FIA and CAMS to race. And let me tell you, it's got some grunt. You can hear the noise of this thing. Obviously, there's no sound insulation, so it's properly noisy. I mean, it's not as easy to drive as the tuned up Veloster Turbo. Bit of sideways motion there. Both of these Velosters are only prototypes, but we seriously hope they put the Raptor into production. But let's get WRC driver Chris Atkinson behind the wheel to see what the race concept is truly capable of.